Hey folks, just getting set up. Looks like we got a couple people in stream. Hey CT7812. Hopefully y'all can hear me fine. Let me know if you can't. I'll move the mic a little closer. So today we are working on the Wheel, which was a space station. And it's pretty prevalent in the Legacy comics and the early Republic comics. 347. And what's the vertical angle on that? 145. Hey, Autotech, how you doing? Copy this. Put it at 145 vertical. Hey, Zim, what's up? Oh, shit. Accidentally copied something else. Well, we do see the wheel in, like, it was like, what? Like a week after Attack of the Clones? So, close enough. What was this? 147? 347. Dude, 347. 145. No, thanks, Autotech. Yeah, once I get back to making videos, I'll see if I can fit that in somewhere. Oh, I don't know. I think it was like 300 something BBY. Let me check. I'm gonna get this up for reference images anyway. The wheel. The wheel, not Wheel of Time. The wheel Star Wars. Oh, apparently it's in canon too. Sometimes it tells you on the side. Okay, apparently it was constructed in 84 BBY. What's the source on that? StarWars.com, apparently. Yep, 84 BBY. Then I want to get my reference images up. Let's see, Star Wars Republic. I think the issue was 50 something. 54? No. 49. Yes, this one. Yeah, so there's the wheel. And, yeah, sure. Then I want to be looking at this comic for interior shots. We kind of want to make it, like, dark and gritty. Almost Nar Shaddaa-y. I'll probably have to change the lighting, because it's got some of these red undertones. Let's make it kind of yellowish, maybe. But let's finish constructing the outer shell first. So the idea of this map is you're supposed to be on, like, one of the spokes of the wheel. Oh, not the spokes, the diameter. So I want it to be like this ring part. And then I thought about maybe including something like that to kind of make the map a little bit bigger, but I think that would skew the scale a bit. And I think this gives enough idea that to the player that, yeah, you're on a space station. Has the expanded universe really been far, even as decided to use the Yuuzhan Vong? Oh wait, what? Yuuzhan Vong War going to canon for how much of the Legacy era Jedi knew to want to do more like the dark side, Thrawn, or not. I don't know why that's not making sense to me. Maybe I just had a long day. Let's see, what angle? It's at 347. I think we wanted that angle. It was 13 degrees. I think I said it was 145. Right? Yep, 145. So I'm kind of using these wall segments as like the Durasteel panels. Trying to get that curved effect, kind of. I don't know. Like I said, just sort of enough to show. Maybe I'll do some like greeblies on the inside. I'll figure it out. Because when you view the map in game, you're gonna be viewing it from like this. So that's how you're gonna be playing the game. You know, the Return of the Jedi movie could have included the scene from the novel where Palpatine probes Luke's mind to know who trained him. I admittedly haven't read the novelization of Return of the Jedi. It wasn't until Revenge of the Sith that I started reading the novelizations, because I thought it was just, you know, oh, copy and paste from the movie. I didn't realize that they were... Most of the novelizations are developed from, like, the manuscripts, like, before, like, they were cut on the, I guess, cutting room floor. The audio dramas I have listened to, though. And that one's interesting because Mara Jade shows up in the audio dramas for Return of the Jedi. 145. I feel like the Marvel era stuff would have been interesting to see in the Episode 1 era. The Inchori being the main villains and Jedi Council Acts of War was pretty cool. Yeah, and then it gives us more background lore into Yinshore too. Nope, I didn't want to go that far. Because, like, the first time I think we see a visual depiction of it is in Crimson Empire, before those old Star Wars 1998 comics came out. And then it was a training ground for the Imperial Guard. Oops. I'm gonna bring this panel over a little bit. No, maybe not. I'm gonna bring this panel over a little bit. Oh, was it? I'll have to go back and do a reread of those. I haven't read those since I did the Rebellion era timeline video. Nope. 13, 145. I've never read the John Carter novel, Zim. And I heard the movie was terrible. I think the scene from Return of the Jedi where Palpatine reads Luke's mind is probably a deleted scene of the movie. Could be a deleted scene, or it could be, you know, something that was in the original script and then George took it out. Maybe back when the film was called Revenge of the Jedi. I'm good, Delta. How are you? 145. If the Windows ping is too loud and annoying, let me know. I could just turn off the input from my computer. Doesn't annoy me whatsoever. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and boop, boop. Let's go ahead and just do that. Nice. I think I've played a Battlefront 2 map that had Harn Kal on it. I think it was in the... Oop. I think it was in the... What was that mod that added all of the old Battlefront 1 planets to Battlefront 2? Oh, it was super popular back in the day. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, Auto Attack, that's a canon question. I have no idea. I haven't watched The Mandalorian or watched it or read any of the new stuff, so I don't know. Oh, thanks, Zim. Go ahead. Go ahead, abandon me. I'm sure this other YouTuber's more entertaining. It was the conversion pack. That's what it was. Let's see. 145. I like how even after Palpatine Sidious defeated Yoda during the events of Revenge of the Sith in terms of Force abilities, he still considered him as a threat and his arch nemesis. Yeah, I don't know if he was entirely convinced that he was dead. Episode 3 kind of hints that, like, you know, he didn't believe he died just from falling. There we go. Oop. Alright, we're almost done with, like, the bare bones sort of section here. And then I'm thinking we'll put, like, a hangar in the middle here where you land. And then I'll have 2 paths. I'll have one to, like, a spawn area where you can put a barracks. This is going to be an infantry-only map. And then over here, I'll probably see if I can script some sort of... I don't know, script some sort of character that you have to kill. Because the whole part of this mission in the campaign is you're Ayla and you're looking for Quinlan Voss. And then as the reward for completing the mission, you unlock Quinlan Voss in galactic mode. Oh, let me finish here. I don't think we ever have a what do you call it, visual depiction of the Jadthu class landers. I know they're mentioned in MedStar as well as what's the Mace Windu one? Shatterpoint. I think they're also mentioned in Labyrinth of Evil. Fun fact, the wheel's first appearance after the Disney buyout was actually in a Lego film. Well, good to know there's some EU fans working at Lego. I hear Revan's in one of the newer Lego films. Alright, cool. Oop. And then we're just going to wall off this section here, because people aren't supposed to go here anyway. Let's try 90 degrees. There we go. C. Control V. Yeah. There we go. Most underrated commando squad. Maybe AWA squad. Not a lot of people know who AWA squad was. Ion team's pretty cool too for saying fuck you to Vader. Let's see, that's at 140. Nope. There we go. Nope. If you're making a level based on that specific comic, wasn't that comic's only... that comic New Gunray's only appearance in the multimedia project aside from Labyrinth of Evil? I think he's mentioned in other works. The comics don't really show the Separatist leaders a whole lot. Other than Dooku, Ventress, Sidious. Mostly focuses on the Force users, that series. Alright, let's call this one 180 degrees. Perfect. Also, I'm not sure if I should have battle droids for Harun Kal or makeshift rebel skins for them. Yeah, weren't the Balawai militia just regular humans? I think their captain was a Trandoshan, though, if I remember correctly. I haven't read the novel in a while. Also, fun fact, Newt Gunray never shows up in TCW after Season 1. Kind of weird how a little Clone Wars appearance is the guy for how important he is. I mean, he kind of isn't that important until Episode 3, after both Dooku and Grievous die and becomes the de facto leader of the Confederacy. And then for, you know, most of the war, Gunray's actually just kind of treated as a nuisance. He pretty much almost blows the Sith Master plan by leaving his Mechno chair at Cato Moidia. Did you ever get to check out that comic dub for Star Wars, the Devaronian version? I think I did. That's the one where Billy tells his side of Acts of War. Oh, shit. 140. There we go. Do you think the armor of the Galactic Marines and Rots count as Phase 2 clone snowtrooper armor? We did see the Phase 1 clone super in TCW. So we do see the Galactic Marines without snowtrooper armor in the Clone Wars Adventure comics. Let me see. Clone Wars Adventure comics. What was it? Galactic Marines. Images. Oh. Yeah, so these are the Galactic Marines in the Clone Wars Adventures comics. These, they show like the Phase 1.5 helmet, but I think that's meant to be Phase 2. I don't think these comics had reference for what the Phase 2 clones had in the back. But as you can see, they've got like the maroon markings, but they don't have the cold assault gear. So what I want to do for the Legends mod is eventually give them two variants, one with the cold assault gear and the other with just the regular armor with those maroon markings. Sorry, I'm just trying to get a reference image for some stuff. Just trying to get an idea of how I'm going to do the interior here. Hey, Renesme12, how's it going? Was there more than one Mechno chair? Hosk already seemed to have one during the Hyperspace War. Possibly, but Labyrinth of Evil highly suggests that the Mechno chair that Anakin and Obi-Wan captured was the same one that Gunray used to talk to Sidious in Phantom Menace. So I think I'm going to put the hangar right about here. So let's make an opening for the hangar. Let's put this back. Oh, what angle should I put it at? This looks sort of perpendicular. Yeah, it looks... Oh, that looks pretty perpendicular. Let me just save super quick. Yes, that's the Deveronian version. Did you know that that the Mandalorian mythosaur, the Legends banner, John Ostrander himself had a small voice cameo in that? I did not know. I didn't know John Ostrander was still alive. One of the few times I've actually made it to a stream. How are you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I'm tired. I spent the whole day packing the house up. Did you see my Nadim map I finally finished? Yep, I saw when you posted it in the Discord. I could show you my Nadim map here. Let me save. Let me open another map editor. If it loads. No, it's fine. File, open. Land, planet. Where's Nadim? Oh, I might have just called it Nadim. Where are you? Where the frick did I put it? I might just be land Nadim. There it is. Yeah, I was trying to make mine like the comic too. Like, here's like the little village that they start out evacuating in the comic. Here's the river. Here's the bridge. Here's that little side river. And here's the canyon that Grievous and his forces come marching down. And then I just added this little bit to the side just because it's an older map that I made a very, very long time ago. So I need to mess with it a little bit. Like, a lot of the textures on here are pretty plain. But let's get back to the wheel here. You know, I think the customized Phase 1 clone armor in TCW looks really cool in my opinion. What are your thoughts on customized Phase 1 clone armor? I think, like, Legends clones probably wouldn't have customized their armor like that. I feel like they would think that would go against regulations. I mean, it does look cool. It's kind of like Vietnamese, but I think that's just kind of add a character for the clones. I feel like they would have strict regulations. I saw a meme a few years ago. It was making fun of the clones and the Mandalorians, and it was like, you know, clones in TCW, individual warriors, Mandalorians in TCW, you know, all same uniform, stuff like that. I thought it was funny. Oh, I'm gonna have to make like an opening here. Oh yeah, I wanted to mess with the nature settings a little bit. Let me just save nature. Got the diffuse color as red, and in the comics, let's see, they use a lot of yellow for the interior of the wheel. So I think we'll set the diffuse color to like a little bit of a yellowish hue. That's a little too yellow. Let's make it a little darker, a little more subtle. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Do you have a Discord server I can join? There is a private Manda-LORE Discord server, but it's mostly for Patreon folks. There is a Discord server for this mod that I'm making, the Legends mod. And I can add that into the description later. Oh no, I love it when YouTube decides to give me an ad just as you're talking. I'm so sorry. That's why I use ad block. Yeah, I think that yellow looks a little bit better. And it's not like yellow, it's like a little bit yellow. So that's nice. $40. Ooh. go. Alright, cool. So now the characters will be able to like walk underneath here. I'll take this guy out too. So yeah, this is where you'll start out. I'll put the like the landing zone here too. Because this is an interior infantry only map, I'm only going to put like one special building, and I'm going to have it so it's like you really can only land like 1 or 2 guys. This is more of like a story mission map anyways, because you're going to be landing Ayla Sakura, and then your missions are to find Quinlan, and then you're going to have to take out this Falleen crime boss guy. Which I believe there is a vanilla model in Empire at War for like a little Falleen guy here. I think it's like NI Black Sun Infantry. Is it Black Sun Fighter? No, that's the standard pirate fighter. Was it Shizo? Pirate? I found it once, just going through all of the things before. If I just type Black Sun. No. Black Market, Black Hole. Yeah. I do think it's in there somewhere. I'll find it. Undo that. What do the clone commandos think of Mace Windu? I don't think we've ever really gotten clone opinions on Mace Windu in any of the books or anything I've read. I mean, we hear Etain talking a little bit about Obi-Wan when she's talking about Jedi wearing clone armor. But I can't recall a discussion about Mace Windu. What are some of your favorite mods for Star Wars games? There's a couple different maps for Star Wars Battlefront 2 I like. Somebody made like a really cool Jabim map that I liked a lot. Trying to think. I like Thrawn's Revenge. I like Rise of the Mandalorians for Star Wars Empire at War is probably one of my favorite. Now we gotta find like a cool texture for the hangar floor here. Those are stairs. Those are other stairs. We could do this asphalty type texture. Here, let's take the hard edge off of that. Maybe not. Still playing around with textures, don't mind me. Oop. Those are a bit more natural. A day may come when I find the right texture, but it is not this day. Nah, it's a little too rusty. I want it to look like a used sort of landing platform, but not super used. If I may ask, what was your favorite dish when you visited New Zealand? I had the best fish and chips in the entire world when I went to New Zealand. I still dream about it. And anytime I got any sort of seafood, it was always the freshest. Never had any of that fishy taste. Which I guess helps when your entire country is an island. Ooh, this is a contender. Not really a strong contender. Hold on. Yeah, that's more natural. I'm not really liking any of these for my landing platform. If the EU did continue after Crucible, I get the feeling that the next trio after Luke, Leia, and Han are Ben, Jaina, and Jagged. You know, that's a logical conclusion. Oh, this is kind of what I want with the markings here. Let's change the angle. Let's change the texture scale. Let's change the angle. So it's kind of at the angle we want here. And we'll take it off hard edge. I'll increase my brush size to 50. And I've got like a little door threshold thing I can put here to sort of help differentiate the textures. So it looks a little bit more natural. Or more, not natural, like constructed. Ooh, nah, that's messing with that. Oh, come on. I'll put like some props there to sort of hide that. I think that's my only choice there. Not that I think the player is really going to be able to see out here. So she'll make this 80. I want to see what happens in between the events of the Second Galactic Civil War and the Legacy era. I think we all do, but we never will. Okay, let's actually change the angle on this a little bit more so it kind of lines up the hangar. Perfect. Or if we can make this like a little darker. We got some holes here. Yeah, that's good. Cool. Let's make this threshold look a bit more constructed. Random question, but what is your opinion on the Fel Empire? I love it, but a lot of my friends don't. I mean, it's still an authoritarian government. It's far more benevolent than Palpatine's, but it's still a government without elected representation. Objects. I think it's in prop story where the door threshold is. Oh, you know what? This would be cool. Wait, where's that guard tower? This would be cool as like a little... let's make this bigger. It's like a little flight control area. But let's like put it in the wall. Ooh, you know what? Let's get a couple of them too. Yeah, so this could be like a little flight control area monitoring like ships coming into the hangar. Ah, that would be cool. Perfect. Tad, is this map giving that scene in episode 1 where Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan lands on the Lucrehulk? No. So this is the Wheel space station. For reference, this is what the Wheel space station looks like. And I'm designing the map so you feel like you're inside one of the rings. But yeah, it definitely does give off Lucrehulk vibes. I've never modded before, but I've thought of it. What software do you use and how do you get into modding? Well, this I'm using to edit maps right now is Petroglyph Map Editor. And you can just go to Petroglyph's website and download it if you have Star Wars Empire at War. And then just make sure to install it in your Steam library. And then I think it only works with 32-bit version. So you have to change your... Oh, this is kind of cool. Make a little door frame. Uh, 90. What angle is this at? 124. Doesn't really give me the pattern I was looking for. On this side it does. There, see, that looks kind of cool. And this must be the opposite one. Oh, let's make it 90. No. Nope. No. 180. Oop. Oops, lost chat. There we go. Try 360. No. What was it? Try 270. Yes, that's the one. And what vertical angle are we at here? 118. Yeah, okay, cool. This adds like a little feng shui. I don't know. Let's do the same. Oop. Let's do the same on this door here. I say 90. Yes. 118. Perfect. I know, I mean, in my head, I have the intro music for episode 1 for this map for some reason. Is it just me, or is the duel in the Clagger Corp mining facility in Revenge of the Sith quite inconsistent? What do you mean? No, actually, wait. We'll just change the angle on this, right? No, I'll keep this at 90. Maybe we'll make this one 90? No. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I'll do door frame 1. we say? Nope. Here, let's try this. Let's make it 90 that way. Nope. What I say, 270? Yes. 118. Yeah, it's good enough. Why is that smaller than that? God damn it. Yeah, those are the size I need. Oh, I must have just used the same one? I don't know. 118. Change that angle a bit. That looks good enough to me. Alright, and then go back to what I was looking for. Yeah, moving door threshold. Perfect. What angle is this wall at? Oh. Perfect. And I can just bring the texture right up here and use this to hide the seam. There, now it looks like a track for a big blast door. Oh, same angle, perfect. I decided to torture myself by getting into Tales of the Jedi, which I loved, but now I'm just sitting here realizing no continuation to that story. What do you mean? I think it ends pretty solidly. It ends with the whole, Ulick getting exiled to Renvar, and then him training Vima. I don't know, I thought it was pretty solid. Well, when I say inconsistent, I think it's shown in the Star Wars Complete Locations book. It is shown. I haven't, I have all my books packed up, so I can't really look at it at the moment. What do I want to do for this brush radius? Let's do 30. I need to kind of cut in a little bit here. Perfect. And then we'll continue to use these guys to hide this area by the hangar bay doors. What angle are you at? 215. And you're now at 215. Perfect. And then these look like there's like a big blast door too. No, yeah, to me, Tales of the Jedi had a pretty solid ending. I wouldn't say it's a great ending because Ulick kind of went out like a punk, but... we can ignore that part. I don't think the players will see that. Hopefully the players won't see that. Ow. Alright, now we gotta decorate this place. Ooh, missed a bit of texture up here. Ooh. Was hoping there would be a book on the Force Wars, I believed it's called. Oh, do you mean Dawn of the Jedi? Those comics? Alright, so let's get some ship props in here. Get some shipping crates. I want something that'll be appropriate for the prequel era. I'd love to have the Moldy Crow in there. Maybe space prop. Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about? Tales of the Jedi had a pretty solid ending, that whole series. Oh, let's see if I got like any little freighter props here. Asteroid props. I got planet props, starbase props, space junk props. Okay, nothing's in there. Maybe transport unit. No, not really anything I'm looking for in there. Oh, let's see. Maybe slave unit? No, these are slave company, space prop. Maybe script marker? No. Maybe I got some stuff in props generic. I said I'm looking for some prequel-ish era ships. Was there a Millennium Falcon? Having a YT-1300 wouldn't be super out of place. It's a little meh, but it's not historically inaccurate. Boss Handler. I think these are all land models. Urban civilian, infantry. Not really what I'm looking for. I'll get some crates in here. Gotta have some crates. Oop. And we can have like, because this is a big trading station, so we can have multitudes of different types of crates. There are quite a few crates. We can have some junk too. Some droid parts. Yeah, why not? It's not a very clean space station. We won't have any wooden crates. I got a couple stacked gonk droids over here, because why not? Little power box probably wouldn't be bad to have, especially by the doors. Here, let's move these crates. Put the power box here. We'll put another one. Yep. On this side. I don't know. Give the map some sort of sense of functionality. We can greeble up the walls a bit by putting some fuel cells. Is this map based off of an actual location, or are you just winging it? Either way looks fun. Yep, so this is based off of the Wheel space station. So I tried to make this map look kind of like you're inside a space station. And then, as I showed previously for reference, this is the Wheel. So this is the space station you're inside. And it's referencing a mission in the comics where Ayla Secura goes to the space station to try to find Quinlan Voss. Stick this on the wall here. Bring it up a little bit. Yeah, it looks cool. Yeah, I want to make this space station look gritty and dirty. I think I'm going to go back and finish Tales of the Jedi when I finish Dark Empire. Yeah, I know my reading order is out of whack to the highest power. That doesn't matter. Oh yeah, let's put this sort of greebly bit on the wall. Well, let's put it right above the door up here. It's not quite on the wall. There we are. Yeah, that looks cool. I don't know when the Interceptor 4 came out, if that would be an appropriate ship to put in the hangar here. What about space marketplaces with multiple shops lined up for the map? That's pretty cool. I could definitely try to see if I can make some sort of space bazaar. We definitely need a binary load lifter off to the side here for all these crates. Let's have him over here. I've got this light assault frigate, but it's kind of like a military thing. I was thinking more civilian ships. Another power box. Oh, you can have some pipes going through here. Oh, it's a bit big. What about this one? Still a bit big. Oop. Well, let's take a crack, see how it looks. Nope. Try 270. Let's keep that angle 0. So that's with this angle here. It's not bad, but let's bring him out more. Yeah, that works. Oh, that's kind of cool. I'll have to try to see if I can find what props would make good market stalls. Hey, bring this generator up over here. Yeah, let's not do those crates in the corner there. Let's make this a little bit higher. Sort of cool. Hey, Scorch Zane, how you doing? Maybe have a land speeder in here. I will find a ship, don't worry. Oh. There's a kiosk here. We could do market stalls, but I'm not going to have the market stalls in the hangar. Maybe we'll have the market stalls over on this side. Oh, why are you happy today, Scorch? Alright, so keep that in mind. We've got the kiosks there. So it's not really giving me any previews. Oh, we got some tents here we can use. Some market stalls. And some Carillion buildings. I don't know how much use I'll get out of these. Oh, some billboards. Ooh. We could put up a billboard. What's this angle at? 224. Nope. Where'd he go? Nah, fuck it. Bring you out a little bit more. There. See, that's kind of cool. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're happy. This little monorail thing. Not really what I'm looking for. I will find ships, don't worry. Props forest. Maybe prop cinematic. Nope. Oh no, I think I just crashed map editor. Let me save. No, 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 don't lose all my progress. Oh, motherfucker. That's annoying. Let's see how borked the autosave map is. Well, at least I don't have to do those stupid doors again. Land, planet. The wheel. Yep, so this is the wheel space station. I'd go through the whole spiel again, but I've already explained it 5 times to all the different new people that came in. Just go into Google, type in the wheel space station Star Wars. Fuck, where was I? Maybe miscellaneous object might have some... no, not really. I was on Mauve Cinematic. Let's not do that. Hero Company ground structure cinematic space prop. Like I said, we could put a YT 2400 in here. Except it's not showing up for whatever reason. Let us undo that. Cinematic ground prop, maybe? Yeah, I'll do lore videos when I move into my new place. All of my stuff is packed up right at this exact moment, so I can't really do anything. Also burnt out since my last lore video. I worked super hard on and got barely any views on it. Okay, that's not gonna work. I'm just trying to find a ship to put in my hangar. I am being picky though. generic hero unit. Field commander. Underworld saboteur, no. I'm getting frustrated. Props, decorations, and transports. Oh no, we already looked at this. Already looked at props generic. I think I already looked at props story too. Let me just go through it one more time. See if I can find some sort of ship. When was Phase 2 armor introduced during the Clone Wars? Also, when was Stormtrooper armor introduced? Phase 2 Clone Trooper armor was introduced sometime around 20 BB1. And then Stormtrooper armor was introduced sometime between 18 and 17 BBY. Darkside Adepts. Console, door frame, false wall, moving door. Power Node Academy. Barge? Nah. Death Star is not appropriate. Sandbantha. I might just have to have no ships in this hangar bay. Cloud City Refinery. Oh, this is kind of cool. Put this prop in here. It's a cool looking prop. Put him to like the side here. Actually, no, let's put him in the corner. Oh, these alarm lights are kind of cool. I wouldn't put an alarm on it though. Mouse droid isn't really era appropriate. Oh, here's the Falcon. I can use this just like a landed YT-1300. Does it have landing gear? No. It's okay. I'll just kind of have it off to the side here. I know Asajj Ventress arc is pretty much finished in the EU. The same goes for Aurra Sing. There are many Jedi like Depa Billaba whose fate was left unknown. Has she died or vanished after Order 66? Nope, she was in a coma after what do you call it? Shatterpoint. I would assume Palpatine probably just took her out if he had the opportunity, because it's like, you know, sitting duck there. Well, I can use these Mandalorian spawners for sort of like market stalls too. Point wall, inside corner. How big is this thing? That is massive. I don't want that. Sorry, just going through to see if I could find any more ships or something that might look cool in this hangar bay area. What about this antenna? Can I do something? No. That's stupid. These are just kind of buildings here. Half walls, walls. Prison facility, square. A lot of this stuff in the urban section is too, like, elegant. I want this to be a dirty, dingy spot. Nah. Special structure? No, these are gonna have... These are for, like, if you're designing a skirmish map. I did transfer unit already. Oh well, that's fine. The YT-1300 is fine for now. I need to go back to props generic and put the crap back on the walls that I had. Here you go, props generic. Land speeder, Ewok. Hold on, I'll get there. I knew there was a Black Sun Prince Shizor Falleen model. Urban civilian. Where'd I find... I mean... I did have some crates, I thought. Looks like I lost a couple crates in that crash that happened, so... Put another couple crates over here. Some right there. Yeah, looks like we lost a bunch of stuff in that stupid crash. I hate this editor sometimes. It's very finicky. Oh yeah, we can have some droid parts in here. Where's that thing? Yeah, this one. I remember I put this in the corner here. And I will save in case it tries to crash on me again. Yes, and then I had 2 fuel cells up on this wall over here. Is that flush against the wall? Looks it to me. Yeah, I had a big pipe up here too. Uh, 90. Nope. 270. Yes, that's what we wanted. That's kind of in the wall here. There you go. Little pipe over there. Oh, we can have like some exposed girders. That'd be kind of cool. We'll keep that in mind for other areas. Oh yes, we had this generator up over the door. If you're a type of clone trooper, what would you be? I was always partial to the Phase 1 ARC troopers. If I ever get disposable income again, I'd like to make a Phase 1 ARC trooper cosplay. Probably just go ahead and do Fordo. It's sort of flush against the wall. There we go. Better. Just greebling up my walls here. When were Interceptor 4s introduced? Let's see. Interceptor 4 frigate. Oh, I doubt it would be in the hangar bay. These things are massive. Nah, I'm not gonna bother. Nope, not gonna bother. It was tempting for half a second. Ooh. Forklift would be handy. So we'll have a forklift here, and then I had a binary load lifter prop. Yeah. We had him stationed over here. Could put some crates around him in a second. Oh, yeah, I had like a power box. Oh, where was it? I thought I just saw it. Power box. Yep, that works. Put one here, like it's the door power box. Put another guy over on this side. There we go. Maybe we'll do another pipe up over here. Oh, let's put some, yeah, let's put some crates over by the binary load lifter here. Oh, that's massive. That's not what I want. Yeah, like maybe he was lifting these crates or something. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, trying to make this map come alive a little bit here. We will save. Go to our markers. Where is marker? Attacker entry position. And then we'll make, let's see, a reinforcement point plus cap 1. We'll do that. And then we need to change this to neutral. And we'll put some build pads and stuff too later. Let's go back to props generic. Because, yeah, there was this thing I kind of want to add over here when I saw it. Because this area over here is like a little bear. There we go. Big sort of generator thing in the room there. There we go. This looks like a hangar bay. Maybe we'll go back to those girders and we'll just kind of put some going across the ceiling here. I don't want it to obstruct the view of the player. I think they were up here. Nope. Prop girder big, girder small. How small is girder small? Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, you know what? We'll just kind of make like some sort of like maybe scaffolding thing. Yeah, let's try that. Nope. There we go. Kind of maybe like one of those like loading cranes. I want this to look just super industrial, super gritty. I'm just trying to join these two props here. Hold on. They are not cooperating. Honestly, good enough. Nobody's gonna be really looking. I'll copy this. Now, we'll move the YT 1300 here. Put it over on this side. Oop. Bring him up. Oop. Undo. And then bring him up. we'll build like a little scaffolding bridge across here. Let's see, vertical angle 240. Just get a couple in a row here, this way it'll be faster to build. Perfect. Actually, we should really only need one more. Yeah, we'll just move this guy over closer. Boom. Oh, that is super not high up. Make sure I didn't move one of my things there. Ever considered making some non-lore videos about your favorite things with in the EU, similar to top 10 novels video? Like favorite comic arcs or games? I would love to hear about your thoughts. Yeah, when I do another subscriber milestone video, I'll definitely talk about some of my favorite comics or something like that. I might even do an update of like, you know, my collection. Because in past subscriber milestone videos, I did show off my collection. So maybe I'll do an update for the 20,000 subscriber video. Oh, that's why. Oh, and this is kind of off kilter. Oh well. I want this more in the center of the hangar bay too. You know what, we'll have the falcon off to the side over here. The not falcon. Yeah, let's actually move him there. There you go. Looks central to me. Alright, cool. So we got our outer shell done. We got our hangar bay looking good. I might add more things later on. Yeah, it's still looking a little bare to me, but maybe we'll add some more pipes and stuff. Actually, yeah, sure. We'll add a vertical pipe going up here. And then maybe like another side pipe going over here. There you go. Change the verticalness. You know what? We'll have it like coming out of the wall. There we go. And then there's like props I can add later that emanate like steam and heat and stuff like that. Just make it look cool. Gonna move these over more towards this side. There you go. Yeah, I think that's a good enough hangar bay. So now I kind of need to plan out the rest here. Like I said, I'll probably have like a structure over here that you'll have to take out. And then like maybe here will be like the market bazaar and stuff like that. And then here I want there to be like some sort of industrial area, and then I kind of want like a catwalk sort of bridge thing. Kind of like where where'd my comic thing go? Kind of like where Ayla kills this guy. Because you can see they're on some sort of like catwalk above like a boiling vat of whatever sludge. Yeah, I'll make it work. I'll find something. But I think for now, this is a pretty good start. I just now need to think of how to proceed. I gotta think of different textures I'm gonna use too. But no, this is a good start. Here, I gotta cut in a little bit over here. Oh, that's the wrong one. I gotta find my hangar floor texture again. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. There we go. Now, when I'm designing the hallways, I don't want it to be sort of just like a, linear hallway thing. I want it to be a bit more, not really maze-like, but you could take different different routes if you wanted to. I don't know. Like I said, I gotta kind of plan this out a little bit more. Well, we have been at it for about a hour and a half here, so I might actually end the stream because I'm just out of ideas for this map at the moment. But, thank you all for joining me, and, I'll do another one of these map making streams. Maybe I'll continue working on this some other time. I don't know, I just wanted to get some... I just wanted to, do something to show my community that I'm not dead. I'm just wicked busy with other life bullcrap right now. So, but yeah. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you all whenever I stream again. And then hopefully soon I'll get a video going. I've been doing some research for a video, but I just haven't gotten anything written down yet, and nothing recorded or edited. It's gonna be a couple months. I don't think it's gonna be this month or next month, but we'll see. We'll figure it all out. But we'll save here, and then yeah, like I said, see you guys around. Thanks for joining.